Hello and welcome back to Richard's Home Mechanics, and to anyone who's new to my channel, welcome. This site is dedicated to the home mechanic just like me and just like you. Now we're going to just do a little revision on what we've been up to. We had a Vauxhall Astra, old school Mark IV come in with a very lumpy engine and misfire. Using the old school system, I didn't use the OBD, I did not plug it in, I used the old school system. Now if you see my previous video on diagnostic of a bad running Astra, you can follow that. So if you see that before this one, this video follows through. What we've done, I've diagnosed it as this. The coil pack is failing. Unfortunately it was number 4 was failed, but this is a sealed unit, so I can't just replace a single coil. So let's crack on. Let's get this coil back on this Astra and get this old school Astra back on the road where it belongs. See you soon. Okay, let's crack on and get this coil swapped over, shall we? Shouldn't take too long. Cracked. There's a little plug down here I've just got to pull off. That's the power lead. Let's spin these nuts off. A little bit fiddly this one. There you go, put the nut up there. One there. Right, let's actually undo the coil, or the bolts that are holding the coil. That's the coil pack released. Let's actually undo the HT leads, release them. 1, 2, looks like there's only 3 bolts holding it on. Spin these off. Not to lose the bolts, put them up there. Two. Right, that's the HT leads released. Just pull them out. Pot 1, pot 2, pot 3, pot 4. One more down the bottom. There we go. That little one was tucked up. You quite often find that you get a little bolt tucked up out the way, but you soon find out when you try to get it off, it doesn't want to move. Let's just get this little one out. It is tucked up quite nicely, but we can get to it. Once you get the finger tight, take the socket off so I can feel it. Right. One coil pack off. How quick was that? Let's swap it over. Let's have a look. Right. In there. Finger tight, like so. That's one bolt. Another one just down here. There's my little spanner, my socket I should say. That one off, get me a bit more on. It's a little bit tight, that one, get in. Here we go, just lifted it up, release that one, top one to give me room for the bottom one, side one, that's better. Sometimes you have to have a little bit of fiddle. As you say, when you're doing bolts up, never do them right up tight, just keep them loose, because you need to better move things about, you need to better just slightly adjust that a little bit. We've got one down the bottom to get in. Remember, this was the slightly harder one. Does come in handy having quite nimble fingers. Let's get that in there. Get that one done up. Here we go. That's beautiful. She's doing up nicely, that one. Again, I'm not nipping them up tight, I'm only doing them finger tight, as you can see. There's 3 bolts on here securing this coil. That's 1, 2, 3. Now I can go ahead and nip them up. They're all hand tight, so let's nip these little ones up. Just the socket. There's 1. There's 2. 1 down the bottom. Tuck it up out of the way. Right, and what I do now, to get the torque right, again, the bolt's going into an alley head. We don't want to nip this tight. I do the 1, 2, 3. I'll go like this. Come on, where are we? I go little nip, not full strength. 1. 2. I'm not putting a lot of leverage on there. 3, and I do it once more because I know it's tight, and I just make sure. 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm happy that coil pack's on. There's a little plug to put on. Let's put the plug on. Right, we're happy now. The coil's on. It's a simple job of just bolting these HT leads back on. Here we go. Love this sort of job. Here we go. That's got 3 bolts to get in here. 1. Put the furthest one on. Again, I'm not nipping these up right tight. I'll keep them loose until I'm actually happy that they've gone in. As normally happens, a bolt's decided to drop down, so let me just get my special tool. One of these are a great bit of kit. Here we go. Beep, beep, beep. Grab the bolt that's fallen down. Simple, look. How cool's that? Simple, very simple. Right. Get this last one in. As you can see, my videos are live. I don't edit them. If things go wrong, I show them, because in the real world, it could happen to you. So a bolt dropped down. I'd normally put cloth around here. If I was working in an area which was really, really deep, I would have laid a cloth down there, so if the bolt had fallen in, it wouldn't go any further. But yep, as you say, my videos are live. I don't edit anything. What you see is as it's happening. Right, now I can nip these up. One. Again, I'm going to do the 1, 2, 3. This is how I do it. Right, I'm not going to go tight. 1, 2, 3, and I just finally, I know they're tight, but if I do the 1, 2, 3 again, just to confirm. 1, 2, 3. Right, all we've got left is to put the HT leads on. Put them onto the plugs. There we go. Simples. Right, what I normally do, that's the coil in, it's taken 10 minutes. What I do now, I do a quick visual to make sure everything is where it is. I've left no spanners or tools, and most importantly, there's no nuts or bolts left here which should be going in. So let me just have a visual and check that everything is where it should be and done up correctly. Checking the plug, power lead is on. 1, 2, 3, 3 bolts holding the coil are correct. 1, 2, 3, the bolts holding the HT lead. 1, 2, 3, 4. HT leads are on. Right, let's go and see if this starts. Okay, we've just put the HT leads on and a good second-hand callback due to the misfire on this car. Let's give it a little rev. Now, if you have seen my first video on the diagnostic of the lumpy engine on the Vauxhall Astra Mark IV, the old school here, let's give it a rev. Before, it sounded really, really poor. Let's give it a rev and see if what we've done to make any difference to this engine. Now this car is back on the road where it belongs. Thank you for watching Richard's Home Mechanics, and please subscribe or follow me on YouTube. I am trying to build my channel up. Any help would be greatly appreciated. See you on the next video. Take care. Catch you soon. Bye.